Hi, I am Susan Miles Robichaux, and I am the vocal vlogger. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is one of the first few I've ever done. So what we're going to start with is adding a little pop of color through the earrings. See? Now what a person could do is add their birthstone. Now this month, that one actually looks like it could be citrine. And for August, that kind of looks like peridot or peridot, which is my birthstone. So anyway, I'm not always used to, or I'm not always into wearing black all the time, so I like to have a little something to make it a little more interesting. And as you could tell, I like to make my eyes super interesting. Anyway, so I'm going to get into that in a moment. I guess the first thing I wanted to say was I like to wing it when I do things, and I also like to wing it when I do my eye makeup, as you can tell. Actually, I'll just go start with my eyes. I'm just going to start with them. What I did today was I put mascara on, and I'll tell you in a moment what I used. Then what I did is I used a smoky eyeliner, followed by another eyeliner that was just a plain eyeliner. Then I used a liquid eyeliner. Then I used a liquid eyeshadow, followed by a regular eyeshadow. And then I used mascara. Now the mascara that I used is now discontinued. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you everything that I used for my eyes. Because I did all of this morning, what I also did is I used Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray, and that is why my makeup is still on. So I'm going to show you how this works. After you put all of your makeup on, you go ah. Now I'm going to put my glasses back on so I can see, which is oftentimes a challenge. That's why whenever I put my makeup on, I don't really know what's going to happen. I take my glasses off, try to make a line, put my glasses back on, see if it worked, take my glasses back off again. As you can tell, this takes a long time. Then I might go, oh, okay, that looks pretty good, and then I'll look in the mirror. Anyway, so this is what I used today. The mascara was this. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, bear with me. Urban Decay. If you can ever get hold of this, even on eBay or something, it's called Wild Lash. It is amazing. It goes on, the applicator is really good. It goes on really well. Look at that applicator, okay? And it's vegan. Now, what I have added to my wish list is Perversion, okay? No. That is also Urban Decay, and you can get the mini version of it. This is Maybelline Tattoo Studio, okay? This is, pardon me if I'm not looking in the right place, black. And it's smoky, okay? Now what, I'm shaking because I'm very new to this. What I'm going to add to my wish list is Espressolini and Sleepless Sapphire, okay? Because I know that those two will be helpful. I find it's really good, especially when you're an elderly person like me and you have a hard time seeing, and then you could just take the other part of it, okay? So you have the actual, it's retractable, see? Retractable. And the other half, you just take that part on and you can just rub it in. Yeah, rub it in so you can see it's kind of at the bottom underneath my eyes. Now, The next one I used was, I use a lot of this, which is the 12H Sephora. Okay, it's the Aqua. Love this so much. I just went to town on the wings, okay, while I was winging it. Okay. Next one, I have to remember, always remember to retract it, otherwise you're going to lose product. Although I didn't use the House Labs Optic Intensity Echo Eyeliner Teal Matte today, I oftentimes will use the other end of it to just tidy up lines. Okay. I also used, I love their Sephora liners. They're probably better than anything, especially for somebody who doesn't have, who will not ever wear contacts, okay? I just am not into eyeballs. Not an eyeball person. And what I did is I went, took my time, got one line there, one line there. And what my daughter told me to do was go like this, chit, 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 like that, chit, 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 chit. Did not mean for it to sound like that. Look, see, look, without my glasses, trying to put this in, and I got all over my finger. That's one of the benefits of getting older. I'm not gonna say that much longer, don't worry. It's annoying. I know, I hear ya. I hear ya. It's annoying. So that's the mascara aspect. This is the fun part, okay? This is by, her name is pronounced Danessa Myrix, okay? And what it's called is Multichrome Pigment. Now, it's really good, but it's very small. And there's not a lot of product in there, I would say, but it's really worth it because it looks really dramatic. Look at that. Wow. This is Soulmate. Soulmate is the one. I used a Morph brush to apply it. Again, I am not a makeup artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I did study art history. Don't know if that counts. I don't know. It comes in a cute little container. I love this color, as you can tell. I'm really going through a phase. What I also added today, just to kind of tone it down a little tiny bit, was Lise Wadier, not Watier, Wadier. Dress Code Eyeshadow Blazer and Retro. This one, I believe, is Blazer. It's like a dark blazer, right? This color, beautiful. And I used, again, a Morph brush. What I did is I tried to put it on right in there in the crease. The other one I used was called Retro, and that toned it down a little tiny bit right above here. Okay, now I'm going to go on to my eyebrows. I had to cheat a little bit because I realized I could not find any eyebrow pencil anywhere in the house. I think I either gave it away or lost it or they broke or something. So what I did is I took another brush of some sort somewhere, and I used e.l.f. It's called the, here come the glasses, Everyday Smoky Palette. Okay. By the way, I think I mentioned this before, but I will be reviewing a perfume at the end of this, so stay put. I know I'm going on, but stay put or fast forward because that's going to be cool. So the color I used was this one, which is, you know, quite a dark one. And I just kind of added, you know what I mean? Now, for that reason, I have added to my wish list Anastasia Brow Wiz Ultra Slim, and you can get that in the mini as well. I would likely get like a dark brown. That's what I would get, okay? For sure. And yeah, so there we go. Now I'm going to get into what I have put on my visage. That is the French word for face. So on this channel, you might learn a few things. You might learn a little bit about singing down the line, because that is what I actually am, is a singer. And I have taught voice lessons in the past, and I'm going to try to use better posture right now. You also might learn a little bit of Français, because I am Canadian, although I do not speak French very well, but I do have a functional knowledge of French. I'm a scanner, I'd say, as opposed to someone who is a master. I'm a jack of all trades as opposed to a master of one thing, you know. I'm also a singer, I am a recording artist, so eventually we'll be bringing some music into the mix. I love niche perfume. So anyway, back to makeup. I'm gonna plow through this. Charlotte Tilbury, love it. This is 2 medium pressed powder, okay? Boop. Applied with a Sephora brush, okay? Then highlighter, I find highlighters helpful from House Labs, okay, which is Lady Gaga's brand. And the two I really like, actually, the one I just started to use is this one. Check that out. It's really sparkly, and with the upcoming holiday season, that'll be really cool. And check this one out too. This is Rose Quartz, and this one is called Beach Quartz. And the cheeks are, again, House Labs. It should be cleaned. That's all right. And this is called Watermelon Bliss. And honestly, I will never go back. Once you go to a dark one like this, it's like pop. I'm even gonna just show you. Okay, I might look like a little bit clown-like, but look, check this out. Check this out. Oh my Lord. Like, wow, right? Like seriously. Me likey. Me likey. I just want to say I've never really successfully worn foundation before in my life, so that's why I don't include that. And I will not be including skincare. I usually start the day off with this. This is Yves Saint Laurent, and it is called Love Shine Lip Oil. Raspberry Shine is the kind that I have. It feels so good. And you know what? It smells like raspberries. Great way to start your day. Then what I'm wearing today, because my eyes are so incredibly wild, you don't want to have incredibly wild lips at the same time. This is Pillow Talk again, and that's what the powder was, by Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I'm a huge fan of layering everything. I layer things until it looks and feels right to me. Don't be afraid to layer. Okay, that's cool. Look at that. That seems to add a bit of a shimmer. This one is Bare Minerals Lasting Matte Liquid. Like in the summer, maybe you might not want to add anything else. Like, you know, it might be just going to the store, and you just want to just throw something on really quickly. Just add that. But I like the Pillow Talk. It gives a lot of depth. Now, my daughter taught me a trick that's really good. So you don't get it on your teeth. Okay? You go. There we go. Then let it dry. That's really all I do. Okay? That's the most I would do. That's maybe perhaps what I would do before my husband and I get ready for a gig. Okay? Ooh. The whole point of this is so that you don't have to learn and burn like I have over time. Now, without further ado, teeth I do whiten once in a while. You don't have to do much of it if you use Crest White Emulsions. Holy. Yeah, I've done the strips. I've done so many different things. Now, what I do with this is I make sure my teeth are dry, and then I'll take a little tiny bit on this applicator and I'll go just to that here and then that here, and then I'll do the bottom teeth. That's after I've flossed and after I've brushed, actually. You're allowed to actually kind of walk around and do your thing with this on, and then it will eventually just kind of, you'll swallow it or something. I don't do it that way. I will leave it on for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I will take an electric toothbrush and then I will brush it off, okay? And that seems to really work for me because my teeth are very white. Now, I just did this twice in the past week, and I think the results are pretty good. So now I'm going to end with what I really am enjoying these days. Now, I'm going to mention where I got this sample, and I am planning on buying this probably in the next week or two. Niche Essence is where I got this sample from, and that is in Canada. And you can actually order it online, nicheessence.com. And when you first order from there, you will get 10% off. This is what I have. Xerjoff. Xerjoff is how you pronounce it. Casamorati Lira. Okay. One thing is, I saw online how beautiful the container is. It looks like a Modigliani painting, or sort of a version of it. It's not really by Modigliani, but it looks kind of like that. It's Italian. This is my favorite part. Wow. Wow. This is why I'm going to actually buy it. 30 mils, I believe 100 mils. And wow. You can buy 30 mils for $140 Canadian. So that's really a good price. You can also buy a sample like this to try it. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to spray it and I'm going to give you my reaction. Oh my Lord. Wow. Okay, so what I really like is the blood orange or the bergamot. That's what really hits you when you first smell it. Oh, I know, seriously. This is like, I need a little more. This is why I need my own bottle. Oh, what would I look like with shorter hair? It's interesting. No, I like it longer. Anyway, I can also read the notes in a moment, but what I'm smelling right now is the blood orange and the bergamot. A little bit of the lavender, but not so much. Now, very quickly, you can smell the heart notes that are starting to emerge. Cinnamon is starting to come through. Oh yeah, here comes the cinnamon. And the jasmine a little bit. I never really can tell that there's the rose. I can't really, but it's this cinnamon, jasmine, licorice. Still have the blood orange, okay? The blood orange and the bergamot. So you have the flowers and you have the spice. Now here comes, here come the base notes. The musk, the caramel starting to come in, as well as the oh my lord, the it's intoxicating. It's intoxicating, seriously. The the licorice, actually, the licorice and the caramel, vanilla. You know what? I can't. I can't get enough of it. I really can't. Now, when I've worn this before, I can tell. I asked a taxi driver once, "Hey, can you smell this?" He's like, "Yeah, okay." I know that the sillage might not go as far. I don't really know. I haven't really asked. Okay, it's kind of embarrassing. But I know one other thing is that the projection might not be as far unless you spray and spray and spray and spray, which I would be happy to do. You know, I'm a sprayer. But the longevity is unbelievable. Okay, the longevity of this one, I actually sprayed it and I had a shower and I could smell it the next day. It is a high-end fragrance, so I would completely, if I had the bottle of it right now, I would be holding it up right now, but this is, it's called Xerjoff Casamorati Lira, okay? So I'm ending it with that. Hopefully you learned a few things from me. I just want to save you some time. Don't learn and burn. Be yourself. Have fun. You know what? Life is short. Rock whatever you're going to rock. And don't worry about what anybody thinks. It seems to be that right now, whatever anyone is wearing is in. I'm loving this necklace that I got from Etsy. Buy local if you can, and if you can't, I got these from the drugstore, okay? Or you can buy really cute studs from Swarovski. Doesn't matter, right? These glasses are volte face, and this shirt is from Shein. So, and guess what? My son had this made for me. It's kind of funny, eh? Made during the pandemic with my name and some lipstick marks all over it. Anywho, thank you. This has been fun. Have a great night.